On the rainy Sunday on September 10, 2023, the tennis world witnessed history in the making. Dominant Djokovic, the Serbian sensation, etched his name deeper into the annals of tennis greatness in the US Open, clinching his 24th Grand Slam title against Medvedev. But this wasn't your typical easy win. So, how did Djokovic manage to secure this historic victory? What strategies did he employ to outmaneuver Medvedev and claim his 24th Grand Slam title? Well, stick around, because we're about to break it all down for you. The showdown was intense from the start. Novak Djokovic faced off against Daniil Medvedev, and they began with a 19-shot rally. Just 2 points later, they engaged in an exhausting 23-shot exchange. It was clear this was a battle of stamina and determination. As the match started with the Arthur Ashe Stadium's retractable roof closed, Djokovic looked right at home. There was no sign of pressure or tension that briefly appeared in his semifinal against unseeded American Ben Shelton. On the other side, Medvedev seemed nervous and struggled, making multiple errors, including 3 double faults in the first set. The only exception was a 37-shot rally that ended when Djokovic made a rare mistake on a backhand. Now let's talk numbers in simple terms. On average, the rallies in this final were about 6.3 shots long. To put it simply, that's much longer than in Medvedev's previous match, which averaged 4.4 shots, or Djokovic's, which was 4.2 shots. These guys were running a lot. Medvedev covered around 25 meters for each point he played, while Djokovic covered a bit more, around 26 meters. These numbers were way higher than what they did in their earlier matches in the tournament. You know what? Medvedev had a game plan, and he stuck to it tightly. As you can see, he stayed far behind the baseline, rarely moving forward. It's not common to see more long rallies than shorter ones in a match, but that's exactly what Medvedev's style created. Now let's take a closer look at some of those pivotal moments during the match. And let me tell you, it was quite a challenge for Djokovic. In the second set, which lasted a grueling 1 hour and 44 minutes, Djokovic had to dig deep. There were moments when he looked tired. As you can see, after those tough points, he leans over, uses his racket for support, or takes a breather to stretch his legs. At one point, he even lies on his back on the court while the crowd cheers him on. Then Djokovic let Medvedev get really close to winning that crucial set at 6-5. But the Dominator had a clever move up his sleeve. He decided to rush to the net after serving, which wasn't his usual style. And guess what? It worked like magic. He won an amazing 20 out of 22 points when he did that, and 37 out of 44 points overall when he approached the net. This victory against Medvedev was special because Medvedev had beaten Djokovic in the 2021 final, stopping him from achieving a rare calendar year Grand Slam. Now the big news, Novak Djokovic, who was already the leader in men's Grand Slam titles, has taken it a step further. With this win, he became the first player in the Open era to win 24 Grand Slam singles titles, surpassing even Serena Williams. Margaret Court also has 24 titles, but many of them were won before professionals were allowed to compete in Grand Slam events. Additionally, with this win, he adds to his impressive collection of Grand Slam titles, 10 from the Australian Open, 7 from Wimbledon, and 3 from the French Open. This extends his lead as the player with the most Grand Slam titles in men's tennis. On the other side of the court, Medvedev had been in 5 Grand Slam finals but had only won 1. Interestingly, both of his losses at the US Open finals were to Djokovic, and he also lost 2 to Rafael Nadal. His lone major victory came at the 2021 US Open. As Djokovic himself put it, "It obviously means the world to me." His coach, Goran Ivanisevic, chimed in saying, "This is one of the biggest achievements in sports history. We're not talking about tennis, we are talking generally in sport." Now you can imagine how significant this moment is for sports history. And when the celebration began, first he embraced his daughter, followed by his son, wife, and his team. He even changed into a shirt that had 24 inches and "Mamba Forever" written on it as a tribute to the late NBA star Kobe Bryant. The front of the shirt featured a picture of Bryant and Djokovic, and on the back, in purple, was the number 24, one of the numbers Bryant wore during his legendary career. It was a heartfelt nod to a sports icon. The crowd, which hasn't always been entirely supportive of Djokovic in the past, showed their appreciation on this occasion. Thousands of fans chanted, "Let's go, Noli! Let's go!" and cheered him on, including A-listers like Oscar winner Matthew McConaughey in his guest box. On this particular Sunday, his trusty blue shoes also helped him to all the right spots on the court. Overall, it was a masterful display of his tennis prowess. Now, are you excited to see Novak Djokovic lead Serbia in the 2023 Davis Cup Finals group stage happening in Valencia, Spain from September 12th to 17th? What do you think his chances are in this team competition? Share your thoughts in the comments below.